There wasn't a lot of defensive style in that Leafs-Wild game today, Doug. What was your biggest takeaway of it? Wild won 4-3.
Well, look, this great power play that they have, this talented power play, is really being stymied a little bit recently by good checking teams. And what they're really doing is taking that middle seam away. It's really tough for Marner to get that puck through to Matthews. It really has become a real challenge to find that seam, from that right side to the left side for that great Matthews shot. So, they're going to have to make some adjustments there and try to figure out what they're going to do. And they're going to have to fit Nylander into this top power play some way, somehow at $7 million. They've got to find a way to get him into that and create a little offense. He had his legs going today. Playing with Matthews made all the difference in his game. We've been saying that for a few days now. Just get him with Matthews, leave him with Matthews, and the points will eventually come for him. I thought he looked pretty good today, to be quite honest. So, look, they're still a solid team. Backup goaltender, I thought there was one bad one. I thought he played well. And too many giveaways in the defensive zone and spotty coverage. So, as well as they played in spurts, I'm not sure they, look, the goaltender, Dubnyk, stood in his head, but they were checked at times pretty good by a Minnesota Wild team that's not very creative.
Yeah, there were a lot of great performances last night. I don't know if there was one better than Pettersson. Now he's got 22 goals, 7 game winners, tied for the most in the league. If Vancouver continues to play like this and gets into the playoffs, is he someone you'd consider as a Hart Trophy candidate?
Well, we're talking Calder first, and he's that much above the other rookies, and it's a pretty good class. But he is a special talent, guys. Every night I've watched him a lot. I do a lot of Canucks games. He's been a special guy to watch. He's so creative. His shot selection. He's got the great one-timer we see here. He's got the great wrister. He's solid defensively. This is Besser, by the way, giving it. Besser's the shooter. Besser, you're the shooter. He passes to Pettersson. Unbelievable chemistry. Looking at the numbers, since Besser came back from his injury November 27th, that's 17 games, Pettersson has got 33 shots on goal and 21 points, and Besser's got 17 points on 10 goals and 54 shots on goal. So Besser must go to bed at night saying, are you kidding me? I've got this guy for the next 10 years as my centerman. I'm going to score a lot of goals. I may catch Ovi because of this guy. So Hart Trophy, look, you got the McDavids and company in there, and you got the Matthews, you got some high-end guys. But for a kid in his first year in the league, he's going to be right there with them, guys. He's that good.
Canucks a point back of the final wild card. They're in Montreal tonight. Carey Price back for Montreal tonight. The Flames, who are tied with the Leafs for second overall, they are in Boston this evening on Sportsnet West. Regional restrictions do apply. Since we're tossing around Hart Trophy talk, Doug, today, Johnny Hockey.
Yeah.
This is a level we haven't seen.
Guys, this guy's something special. I remember the first game he played in the NHL. We were doing a panel, and we put Chara next to him, and the boys took a run at him. The boys said, hey, this guy, how is he going to play? You got Chara at 6'9" going against him, and he's 5'6". He doesn't play like 5'6". He plays like he's 6'5". Not only does he take the puck through the neutral zone and gain the blue line, he's one of the best slot passers in the league. He finds Monahan in the slot so well, so easily. He drives the D off with his speed. But what really jumps out at me, guys, is he wins puck battles. For a little guy, he is tough as nails and wins battles along the wall, all over the ice. So he is special. And that line with Lindholm, Monahan, he have become one of the best lines in the league. But he's a threat every time he's on the ice. And how does a blue line stand up against this guy the way he comes at you with his speed? He can be in a 1-on-3, and he doesn't turn it over. So he's been special. I remember a scout telling me before his first game in the NHL, said, Doug, this guy is going to shock you how good he is. I sort of chuckled. I'm not chuckling anymore.
No.
He's that good.
The only one laughing are the Flames right now.
Oh, man, I guess so.
Still tied with the Leafs for second overall in the NHL. We only got a couple of minutes, Doug. I watched the end of that Oilers-Coyotes game last night, and I know a win is a win is a win. If McDavid doesn't do it, it doesn't get done. Like, I just don't know how sustainable this is.
Yeah, and little desperation making these moves. I guess we got to wait till they get the Clefbaums back and Russell's back and see where they're going to be on. on this back end. The guys they picked up, I don't mind Petrovic, but he and Manning are both number 6 guys, and really to me, not long-term guys. But the fixer. Listen, the fixer has got to get it done. He was 9-2-2. He stumbled a little. He's got to get their attention back here and figure it out. But you're right. If McDavid doesn't do it and Draisaitl doesn't do it, I mean, there's 4 or 5 guys going, and the rest of them are passengers right now, and it's not good.
The fixer, for those who don't know who Doug is referring to, is Ken Hitchcock, the interim head coach. What was the term Ken used again when he got hired, Doug, that you love so much? Players weren't filling space. You remember the term you used?
No, they weren't holding their ice.
Correct, holding the ice.
Hold your ice.
Yeah.
In other words, what that means for all the rest of us is you stop in front of the net. Stop in front of the net, and it may go in. But he calls it holding your ice, which is fine. I love the terminology. I learn I've heard it for 10 years, just with different players, and I enjoy it. I really
holding the ice. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'm going to try and hold my ice.
Pre-game talks are useless. It's all what happens post-game that matters.
Yep.
So, he comes up with new things, new strategies, and I really enjoy learning and listening. Then I use it, and like when I'm out with the boys, and they think I'm smart.
All right. Thank you for holding the ice with us. Our time is up, Doug. It's always
holding the ice at a glass. We've got to do sometime. How's Bromby? Is he doing a good job over there?
He is a real disappointment. Thank you for asking. Just a terrible, our new producer.
Doesn't surprise me.
But a really nice guy. Thanks, Doug.